Ben ritrovati giovedì mattina sul floor del New York Stock Exchange. In questo momento indice a rialzo con lo Standard & Poor's 500 che finalmente tocca e supera la soglia dei 1700 punti, ma ne parliamo con il mio ospite qui sul floor. Come vedete, come ogni giovedì, è Derek Orth, che è Designated Market Maker per Brendan E. Cryan and Company. Derek, thank you so much for being with us.
Pleasure to be here again, Lina.
So Derek, 1700 is here. We pierced that level this morning. What now?
Well, right now we're looking at that trend channel in the SPX, and we have upward top channel, and at this moment it's around 1715, 1720. So that's the upward resistance level of the channel. The support's on around about 1685. So we got a channel line support down there at that level, and from here, it's earnings season. We're still in the midst of that, and it's been good so far, and that's been driving it. Ben Bernanke yesterday came out with some news everyone's waiting to hear on about the interest rates and QE, and so far everything's okay with that. And here we are, the market's jumping today, and we're trading right in that trend line, and we just keep chugging along here. Everything looks pretty good technically. Nothing's damaged technically. We're still upward trend is in place, and it's still following that trend right now.
Tomorrow is going to be another important day, though. We're going to have all the job numbers. Do you think that it could be an interruption of this rally tomorrow?
Unless it's a major disappointment, or I really don't see it as an interruption to the rally, because it's kind of like that catch-22. If it's really bad, Ben's going to be there. If it's really good, I mean, it's going to justify the move in the market, right? I mean, so I think either way, I think we just watch those zones, watch those support levels, and I think the data. Maybe you'll have interruption in the morning, have some volatility like we always do off the bat. But I think it'll settle down after 11 o'clock, and we'll see which direction we're going. And then usually at around that hour, you kind of get a good feeling of where the market's really heading, what trend it's trading in.
Especially on a Friday, where before the weekend.
Yeah, definitely, it's true.
So now let's talk about instead the earnings. Of course, we can surely say that this week the catalyst was probably Ben Bernanke yesterday, with the Federal Reserve. But we are still looking at earnings. It's still mixed signals, but technology's been doing pretty good. We have seen few shares moving. I know that you watch closely the SOX.
Yes, and again, we got down to that. Underneath that 475 zone, we were holding there. We held above 470 when market was kind of selling off. It really wasn't selling off down underneath that 475 with any conviction, and we closed above it yesterday. We're following through again today. Right now the stock's around 485. So things are looking good in that sector, and I'm anticipating stability in the price action here, maybe to rally up to the 500 zone, test that 2007 high, getting in that area with forward guidance, maybe some surprises down the line with some more semiconductors, and we're going into the latter half of this. We're starting with the new quarters here. The second half of the year. Third and fourth quarter is usually good for growth in those sectors. So we're kind of looking towards that as a price target in the stocks. And just anticipating the ones that have been performing well with it on a relative basis with the stocks, those stocks to continue those strong trends and keep delivering going forward.
You were mentioning second quarter, but we are approaching August. August probably this year might be a quiet month. We had few troublesome August in the past, as we know, during the crisis. We had a great month of July. Now we are, as you were saying, above 1700. No more many catalysts ahead, after the earnings season is over. So do you anticipate a very quiet month of August? Maybe some, movements really on the sidelines?
I think, honestly, where the indexes are at now, I think that's, and where some of the, individual stocks have kind of recaptured certain price targets, it's good for the there's outflows of money that you see in the bond. We can talk about the bond outflows where, and another thing we're looking at again is the 10-year yield. It seems like it's in a trading range right now. It's like you figured the support zone in 10 years is 2.5. And resistance levels around 270. So right now we're flirting up, with the market up 100. We're at that top peak in the 10-year around I believe it's around 2.7. Yeah, 2.67. So we're right at that top resistance line there. So it's kind of like all the traders are looking at that as they're selling off the bonds again today. Bond prices are getting hit, yields rallying a little bit, but it's not really spiking above a certain price where you're going to start worrying about it. It's just telling you that though that there's some asset reallocation going on. People are shifting out of bonds. They're getting their statements, right? They're saying, "Oh, I didn't do too good this month." Maybe that's what's going on. Some people at home, and they're saying, "I got to get out of the bonds. I've missed this rally, new all-time highs again. they gotta, be involved in that. They gotta start saying, what do I do? Maybe I'll go into, into those more riskier assets.
Before the end of the year, before probably a new rally will come, right?
And that's the thing. You look at the statement, you open up your bond, your bond portfolio, you look at it and say, well, what is the riskier asset right now? I'm losing money in bonds. So you got to, that could be a driving force going forward here. It might be quiet in August, but people might start saying, I need to get involved here. And it might not be as quiet as you think. So.
Well, no surprise. We had very, very busy August in the past. We were expecting quiet times, but then the market either rallied or tanked.
That's true. Okay.
Well, we'll see. Thank you very much, Derek, for being with us.
It's a pleasure having me. Thanks for having me again.
E grazie a voi per l'attenzione. A domani.